Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you guys saw with the title, I don't even know what we're doing honestly. So we're definitely going to be testing out the new Patrick Ta cream foundation and finishing powder duo. I'm so excited for this. But we're going to basically doing a full face of all the Patrick Ta products that I have. So I don't have every single product that he has come out with, but I have basically a full face. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about the products quickly. I'll go through prices and stuff, but super quick because I gotta go to work today. Obviously I have to go to work every day, but first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so first things first, we're actually going to go in with the Patrick Ta Major Glow Softening Lip Mask. I got this from an Ipsy, I think it was Ipsy x Kim Kardashian. One of the Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian was in? I don't know, I think this is what was in there, and I freaking love this stuff. I ended up taking out, there was a little like thing in there, and I wasn't reaching for it because I felt like it was so, like, it's not even that much of a hassle, but like my Laneige, obviously you guys know them, you just like open it and bada bing bada boom. I was just like, the hassle of taking it off was literally making me not reach for this, and so I just took it off, and it's fine. It's a little bit stiffer, but it's honestly fine. So I'm excited. There's so much products in here. Like, I thought that once I hit the pan on this, I'd be done, but there's a little bit of a square, so I don't know how I'm gonna get the rest of that product, but it'll be okay. This lip mask is so good though. It is so freaking good. It is so juicy, but it's so nourishing. It smells like mint. Is that the smell? I think it just smells like, ooh, this smells like a gum. So I don't know. It smells so good though, and it feels so good. It is so nourishing. It's a really great mask. It is $24, so I don't know if I wouldn't rebuy it for $24, but if you can get it like an Ipsy, or if you really are a sucker for a good lip mask, this is a good one. It's a good one. Just real quick, while I apply some primers, Patrick Ta, they have a couple complexion products. Like, they have some like oils, like glowy oils, and I know they have like a super dewy setting spray, but no primers yet, so definitely on the guard for that. I don't buy every single Patrick Ta release, but I do buy a lot of them. I had a lot of them just normally, like naturally. Like, I didn't like buy it for a full face before this past month, so all the products I had I just got because I wanted them as they came out, which was nice. So we'll see about other like stuff he comes out with. There are a couple products I got. I'll be excited to see again. Yeah, like I said, a primer and like different things from him, but we'll see. But the setting spray is like a butt ton, and I haven't heard the best things about it, so I didn't try to pick it up for this. Okay, so we have our base on. Next we're gonna go in with the Major Skin Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. Yeah. This was such an exciting release to me, and I was like, yes, I'm buying it instantly. Like, I know that's what I'm doing. And for a lot of people, a lot of people were like dogging it. They're like, a lot of the things just said about the skin tones and like how there wasn't enough shades. And I noticed that a lot of people, when you look at it, your eyes instantly draw to the powder shade, not the foundation. So you want to make sure you're looking at the foundation color, because that'll throw you off. Like, really, like, it'll throw you off. So make sure you're looking at the foundation, because even I like found myself, I was like, wow, like, what color am I gonna pick? Like, how is this my color? It's so light. And then I was like, oh, bleh. So hopefully this works out for me, because it looks like a great shade match. This, if you guys want to see, this, like, it made my OCD a little bit better. So at first I was pissed because the bronzer and the blushes are 2 different sizes, but now it's like a big happy family. So it goes foundation, bronzer, blush. So, you know, my OCD was like, oh. The fingerprints though are like obscene, man. I can't even show you without showing you everything. Obscene, but I love his packaging. I think he does something like very right with his products and his releases. They're well thought out, they're well planned. So I think the shades, how many shades are there? It costs $52, which is a lot of dollars for a foundation, but you do get a foundation and a powder. So if that changes the pricing for anyone, it's kind of like, 26 for foundation and 26 for powder, which is not that bad. 24 different shades, so again, not the most, especially because Ariana Grande just came out with like 60 shades. This mirror is a nice size because I could see my whole face in it. Anyway, so just some info about this. It's a pressed powder formula, cream formula. Okay, there's pressed powder formula, there's cream formula. It has a natural finish. So I noticed this and it kind of annoyed me a little bit, but I was like, I'm just gonna use it anyway and we're gonna see. It says best for oily, combo, normal skin. I'm like, you really just wanted to exclude our dry skin girls, huh? A natural finish is like dry skin people with dry skin can use normal finish. So I'm wondering if this is I was gonna say teetering on the semi matte kind of side of the more natural finish kind of thing, because there's no reason why it wouldn't be good for dry skin. And I know it says best for, but I'm like, you specifically excluded dry skin, so I don't know why that's so stupid. But it says medium coverage, and a duo that includes a blendable medium coverage cream foundation paired with a satin finish powder. So again, satin finish, so that dry skin, people with dry skin, okay, well, it'll be fine. Anyway, next let's go in with the foundation. I got the shade light medium 4, which actually looks like a nice shade match. I used the Sephora collection, the shade number 19 in the Clean Glowing Skin foundation as my shade finder, so that helped a little bit. I don't know what brush to use though. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna go with this. This is from Merit Beauty. You guys can use my commission link down below if you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and swipe that on. I just recently got the She Glam foundation balm, and I feel like that kind of helped me know what to do with this. I thought about picking up the brush, but the brush that Patrick talked about, but it's just like I think it's $45. Like for a brush that's dual-sided, first of all, so then I don't know how I'm gonna store it. Like it's gonna be annoying to store. I don't want that. I'm not loving this. But we're just gonna pack it on, and then what I'm gonna do, which is like what I like to do with my other foundation balm, I'm just gonna use my sponge because I feel like that's nicer. Okay, you guys can see the difference here. I look like a lot more perfected, smooth out. There's not a lot of coverage to it. It's giving light coverage. I don't even see medium coverage unless I build it up. So let me try to build it up quick. I feel like you just use so much of this product at one time. So like that's a lot of products, and that's a lot of dollars you just used up at one point. Oh yeah. Maybe it's because I'm using the sponge, but I still don't see it as medium coverage. I think it's more like light medium coverage because like you guys, it's hard to see in the camera, but you can see the redness like around my acne spots, which normally medium coverage would at least cover those, if not covering, if it's not covering everything, that's fine, because obviously it's more medium coverage, but I know it's covering a little bit more than I feel like I'm being covered right now. I can see, like, if you're someone with dry skin, I think that they're wrong in that it's a natural finish, because this is not a natural finish. This is a more soft matte, semi-matte, whatever you want to call it, kind of finish. This finish that it's giving is not, it's 110% not natural finish. I'm gonna do the other side. You guys can see the difference here. It does look nice. To me, it is a little bit like looking heavy on the skin. It's sitting on top of the skin. It's having a hard time melting in. You know, I want to be the first one. I don't want to be the first. I want to be the first. I would be the first one to tell you if I really to tell you if I really like this, because I love Patrick Ta and the brand. But honestly, this foundation is not giving. Especially not after using, I'm sorry I keep comparing it, but it's the only other like foundation-y kind of balmy kind of thing that came out recently. The She Glam foundation balm, and that is so good for $9. Like, what is this doing to me? I didn't watch anyone's reviews on this because I just like, I sometimes I do when I'm testing a new product, sometimes I don't, but I really didn't want to with this one because I wanted to go in with my raw opinion. And honestly, I really just don't like it. It's looking really heavy around my nose, my mouth. My forehead looks really, really heavy. I don't even know how else to show you. Well, you could see around my mouth a little bit. It's just giving like heavy. For $54, okay, not his best product. Let's go in with the blush and the bronzer quick. I'm just gonna go in with the creams. I like to do the creams first when it comes to his products. I know you could do it kind of however you want. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I know you guys can do it however you like, but I like to do the creams first and then go in with the powders. But his formula, you know, these are like superb. They're beautiful, they're blendable, they're smooth, but they're long lasting. The bronzers definitely don't have enough shades for sure. This is the shade she sculpted. I think there's only 3 shades still. I have my phone. They're $38, yeah, and there's only 3 shades in the bronzers, which these do not work for everyone. Like, we need a few more shades. I'm just gonna use the same brush for the blush, which the blushes are $34. You do get a little less product. Oh, I haven't used this blush yet. I have the shade here, She's Baked. They just did a shade extension, and whew, I needed to pick up a new shade because the ones that I tried one of the single like powder blushes, and the shade I had was bad, but the formula is so good, so it's hard to like, you know, judge it though. And so then I also had a duo in like a super pink shade that was just not good for me either. So I had to try one more time, and this color was calling to me. This is such a weird thing. The foundation almost looks better now that I have these products on top of it, which I guess is a good thing. Maybe they're just assuming you're using all his products together. Or like they're assuming the trend now, you know, everyone's using creams. But this looks, it actually, my cheek area looks really nice. It looks dewy, it looks scrumptious, it looks delicious. I definitely think the cream products helped that foundation out a little bit. I feel like I should add, like I used my this primer combination with every foundation that I own, every new foundation. I know this combination is perfection. So it really, I mean, it could be this foundation doesn't sit with that combination, but I've never found that to be the case. It's always the foundation that looks crazy on top of this when I use this this primer combination. So we'll definitely keep testing it, of course. I just feel like, okay, so I feel like when they said it's best for oil, normal, whatever, combo skin, they're right. Like, my dry skin girls, I'm sorry. It just looks a little heavy and a little, like, dry and a little cakey, honestly, on the face. So, I don't know. All right, next we're going to go in with the setting powder, the finishing powder part. I'm just going to use a brush. I just dabbed in there. Super, super, like, powdery. I'm just going to set my under eyes. I didn't add any more concealer or any concealer, but it's okay. Not that powder being the best part of this duo. Oh my gosh. This powder is better for dry skin than the foundation is. That's so bizarre. I'm confused. Honestly, I don't understand. I'll go watch other people's videos after I'm done filming. Guys, this powder is so good. Are you kidding me? It just smoothed out everything. You can even see around my mouth. It just looks a little bit smoother. It's hard to tell, but it just looks so smooth. Are you kidding me? I want this powder in a single. This powder is honestly the best part of this little duo here. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie to you. I said it already, but just so you guys know, yeah, dry skin girls, I would stay away. Or test it out in Sephora, see how it looks on you. But it's not the best foundation. I definitely have to keep trying it. First impression, I don't really like it. I'll probably wear it rarely because it just looks dry. And like my nose area always looks dry, but like certain areas and certain spots on my face just look a little bit more, like a little bit, they just don't look airbrushed and smooth and nice. And the powder is actually nicer than the foundation, so I'm confused, but whatever. Okay, now we're just gonna bronze. This blush is definitely the star of the show today because, man, oh man, is it beautiful. It's super pigmented, but it is a nice shade. I love colors like this for the fall. Oh my gosh. Brows. next? Next we're just gonna go in with the shaping wax, the brow shaping wax. Again, Patrick Tall. I actually do have the brush for this as well. It came in a little kit. And obviously his brushes are all his brushes are overpriced. But if you can get it in like a little kit, it's cute. The shaping wax is only, oh, the clear one is 24. The tinted one, oh, they're both 24. I swear it said 22. That's weird. They're both $24. I know he has a couple new brow products out as well. I want to try the brow pencil and the brow gel, whatever the thing is called. But I just was like, okay, I like bought a lot of stuff this month. I don't need to go that ham. But you spray some setting spray if you guys have, if you don't know, which I mean, I'm sure you all do. Then you take the spoolie and kind of spoolie it in there, and then you just press into your brows. And then they're shaped. I do really like this. I've kept this one for a long time, and it's just because it's like, it's almost the standard. It is the standard, not almost, for like brow shaping gels, even just regular brow like gels that claim to be more lamination brows. I feel like the brow soap, this one is just like kind of the standard for all of it. It is really good. All right, and then we're going in with the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Dimension 1 eyeshadow palette, Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. This one is $68 just for those neutrals. I know it's obscene. And I also know that you guys know I just don't use this a lot on my channel. It's not a bad eyeshadow palette in any way, shape, or form. It's just like, you know, a basic palette. And so I feel like there's nothing making me reach for it over all my other basic palettes. And so, I mean, it's a good palette. It is good, and I know a lot of people who love it. I just, personally, I just don't reach for it a lot. But I do really like the formula. I think the formula is smooth. It's blendable. It honestly blends itself. That took me like 2 seconds, honestly. And, you know, now I can move on. And we're just gonna take this shade right here. There are two creams at the side, on the side here. I've used one as liner, and I think I put one in my brows one time. I honestly don't need the creams, but I know that, like, you know, when you're doing, if you're doing makeup on other people as a makeup artist and you want their makeup to last longer but still be super, super pigmented, sometimes a cream shadow is nice because it really holds that pigment. And it makes it last like a bit longer, so it is nice. I just personally, in my personal everyday use, I don't use those. I'm just gonna take that same second color and put it on the lower lash line because I love this color. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna take this brown shade. I honestly, as I'm using it right now, it's becoming more appealing to me in my current makeup routine, because normally this is just what I do. I like to put something in the crease, the outer corner, and then move on with my life, especially like going to work and when I'm doing looks for work, because it's just so pretty. And honestly, it's just like, it's so easy. And these shades are blending really, really nicely, so I feel like I gotta pull it out a little bit more. I know a lot of people like the second one though more than the first one, which I can see why, because the colors are a little bit more unique, a little bit more fun. But this one is nice too. I don't love the shimmers in these. I just don't love the shimmers chosen. Like this one is orange, this one is white, and this one is, this one's honestly the only pretty one, but it's, oh my gosh, it's mega, mega chunky. And then this brown one is just too dark to go on my lid. And then I don't know what this middle shade is. It's not even a shimmer, so. Half the palette, really, 90% of the palette doesn't get used, but it's a nice one. So, yes, I like this better than I like the foundation right now. The foundation looks better once I didn't even have a mirror because I was using the foundation mirror. The foundation looks better now that I set it with like some setting spray. I feel like the right kind of products underneath can really will really make this foundation. So I feel like I gotta do like a hydrating base. So I use my Rare Beauty, so maybe just double up on the hydrating primers, do a primer spray, a hydrating facial mist before my foundation, then go with my foundation. Use a sponge though. I don't like the brush at all. The brush was horrible. It like sat really on top of the skin. It was streaky. So, and it could just be that brush. But I've used that brush with other foundations and it's nice. It could just be the brush combined with the foundation. But like, Patrick Ta, not everyone's gonna buy your foundation brush, so it better work with other foundation brushes, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, say with a sponge, and then you're good to go. All right, only 2 more products. I should guess what eyeliner I used. Guess what eyeliner I used. All right, next we're going with an exciting product. I've never tried this one. This is the this is the, no, I was right, Major Volume Mascara. It is so freaking gorgeous, like so stunning. This mascara, let's see how much it is. The eyeshadow palettes are $68, just so you guys know. I thought maybe the second one was a little bit more expensive, but I'm glad he actually kept the same price. It's $29. Like, that's a lot of dollars for a mascara, but if it's good, it's good, you know? I got mine off of Mercari, which I think is a little bit skeptical, especially when it comes to something that you can't tell if someone used or not. But honestly, it's looking really fresh and clean, so that's really good. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Let me do my bad lash first. My bad side. Let me do my bad lashes first, honestly. I'm going to curl them because I've been in a curling mood. And this one says volume, so not necessarily curl. I'm so excited. Please don't fail me. Normally what I like to do with mascaras is, like, when I get them, I'll open them a couple, even like if I'm gonna film the next day, or if I'm gonna film a couple weeks, not a couple weeks, okay, if I'm gonna film like a week later or something like that, I still like to open it just sort of to taste the air a little bit. I didn't do that with this mascara because I wanted to see its natural state. I feel like this mascara being $29, like, you want to get every last bit of it. And so I didn't want to waste it, but so when I was doing that, it's kind of super, super wet, so I would, I should have opened it. But man, this is my bad lash, so keep that in mind, but that looks so super pretty. That is, like, so pretty. My good lashes. So it's hard to tell, but these are my, oh my gosh, I didn't even zoom you guys in. I'm so sorry. But it was just a quick, easy tutorial. My good lashes are just, like, coming in clutch here. So good. So good. I really like this. It definitely is volume. So if you're looking for length, curl your lashes beforehand, but also it lengthens the lower lashes quite a bit, but not so much the upper lashes. Like, I would like them to be, like, just the slightest bit taller, longer, but the volume it's giving is so delicious. They look full and, like, just scrumptious. I definitely think it's drugstore dupeable, honestly, but it's giving. It is so pretty, honestly. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to use this last product, and then I'll go through it and just give a quick, like, you know, recap, just so you guys know all the juicy tea. Last, we're going in with the Major Glow Lip Shine. Everything is the Major something, and I didn't even realize that. Actually has so many lip products out, but this one I got, I don't know how I got it. Maybe I just literally bought it. But there are 3 different shades. They're $24, which is kind of average for a lip shine. This one is so beautiful, though, because I have the shade She's Expensive. But this formula is so beautiful because it has that, like, beautiful glitter that is not, like, chunky. Oh my gosh, the smell is so good. Is mine starting to go bad? It's definitely starting to go bad. I have to figure out when I bought this. It's smelling a little sour. Not gonna lie. I just used this the other day, though, and it wasn't that bad. But anyway, I really like this. It is definitely a special occasion because you can see, like, the glitters in it. But it is super, super pretty. I think that if you want to try I haven't tried all of the products, but if you want to try this, like, it's worth it. I should say I haven't tried. I was gonna say that it's the best out of all of them, but I've never tried the other ones. But if you're, like, eyeing this a little bit, get it. It is so good. And honestly, I wish I didn't. It didn't go bad. Gosh, it smells so bad. Okay. It usually smells really good, so that's why I'm, like, really confused. But I really like this product. I 10 out of 10 recommend. I'll just start going through the products now. I'll just go backwards. But I do 10 out of 10 recommend. Just use it. Don't let it go bad like mine. The mascara I do really like. I definitely think, like, once it dries out more, it's going to be a real good solid mascara. I think that it's a little bit wet right now, but it definitely brings the volume, and I think it's gonna be so, like, it's so nice on top of, you know, more bold looks, but also, like, if you don't put as many layers, you can wear it, like, with more natural looks. It definitely left, like, a whole lot of stuff behind. Sheesh, because it's so wet. Oh my gosh. I like this mascara a lot, basically. Anyway, mascara I like. The eyeshadow palette is really, really nice. I think if you look at it and you're like, I'm gonna use that, then definitely 10 out of 10 get it, because the formula is so blendable, so smooth, so creamy. I would have, like, if it was just like a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad, a matte quad, I would be like, oh my gosh, everyone needs it, because it is so blendable, so smooth. The shimmers I just don't use that much. So sometimes I'll glam and use like that one shade, but honestly these will never get used, and the creams will probably never get used as well. So a lot of the palette is just not getting used, but it is a really, really nice one if you're gonna use a lot of the shades. It's a great formula, and I hope maybe holiday he comes out with like some quads or something, or that would be so much fun. Okay, backwards, brow. I really like the brow wax. I mean, the brow, what is it? Yeah, shaping wax. I mean, this has been a cult classic for years and days. It's for a good reason. It really does lock onto your brows and just, like, you know, make them that soapy kind of very modern, very now time kind of brow. So I really do like this. For the price, there are 100 million dupes, but if you guys want that one, or you have that one, or whatever it is, and you like don't use it, whatever, it's a good one. So use it if you have it. Don't be ashamed to use it, but just know that, like, you don't need it. The bronzer and blushes, I love. Where's the foundation? I lost it. Oh, there it is. The bronzer and blush I love. I do think that I like the blushes more than the bronzers, just because there are more shades. They're a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more blendable, just depending on the shade that you get. So I really like the new shade Extension. The shade She's Baked is, like, stunning. If you're my skin tone, a little deeper, oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. It is so scrumptious, and this is definitely a standout product of the day. I love that bronzer though, that blush though. And then the bronzer is nice as well. If the shade works for you really, really well, I feel like I have to just be the slightest bit lighter for this to work for me, and this is the second shade. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that? So for those of you who are like in the in-between, it's really hard to pick your shade, but the formula is really nice. So if you can find your shade, definitely pick it up. Get it off Mercari, anything like that, because there are plenty on Mercari. But if you want to just try it, but that one's really, really good. And then the foundation, I'm not obsessed. I'm not as obsessed as I was looking at it in the pictures. It ends up looking really nice, like, once my face is on, my setting spray was set, like, I put my setting spray, my foundation was set when I put the powder on. Like, it looks better as it goes on the face, and I'm sure it'll look better as it wears, because it'll melt into the skin a little bit better. But I just feel like it, even like now on the side of my mouth, it just sits on top of the skin, and that's a no-go for me. There are so many good foundations that you don't automatically get a powder with, first of all, but, like, you're not stuck with a powder that whether you want it or not, or whether you need it or not. There's so many other options that are just way less than $54 that are more blendable, more smooth, more skin-like, more scrumptious. There's plenty of options, so that are medium coverage, that are natural finish, that dry skin people can use, because I have plenty. The Sephora collection is a natural finish, and that one is gorgeous. Anyway, that one is beautiful on dry skin, all the skin types. So I'm just saying. So this one I just don't love off the bat, first impression. I would not recommend. I would not recommend for dry skin first, but I also wouldn't recommend for anyone, because it's like, do we really want to support like a product that, like, I guess if it works for you, it works for you. So I guess, yeah, buy it. But for us girls, we're like, come on. And then last but not least, I love the lip mask. It's the, what is it? Major Glow Softening Lip Mask. So, so good. $24 is a lot of dollars, but if you want to splurge and you want your lips to just love you for the rest of your life, she's your bestie. She's your bestie. So yeah, look at this basket. Isn't it so pretty? I think that's everything. The only other thing is this brush, but, like, I don't recommend this brush that much. It's a brow, you don't need it. A brow spoolie. Elf has one for like $3. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, are you picking up any of these goodies? Have you tried the foundation? What are your thoughts? I'm not obsessed. I said that 1,000 times. If you're obsessed, let me know what you're doing, what I did wrong, anything like that. If you feel like I'm the one in the wrong here. Let a girl know. As of now, I say don't get it. But that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.